In the heart of a prehistoric forest, where the shadows danced beneath the thick canopy of ancient trees, lived a caveman named Grog. Grog was a solitary soul, feared by his fellow tribesmen for his insatiable appetite for the grotesque and the grotesque alone. While others feasted on mammoth meat and fruits, Grog's obsession lay with insects. Under the dim light of the moon, Grog would venture deep into the forest, armed only with a crude wooden club. His senses, keen as a wolf's, led him to the darkest, most hidden corners of the woods, where the creepiest crawlies lurked. It was in the obscurity of night that Grog's strange hunger came to life. His favorite delicacy was the enormous, hairy tarantulas that roamed the forest floor. Their eight-legged, skittering dance fascinated him. Grog would catch them with his bare hands, savoring the crunch of their exoskeletons and the oozing goo of their insides. His fellow tribesmen could not fathom how he could eat such grotesque creatures. One eerie night, as Grog prowled through the woods in search of his nightly feast, he stumbled upon a peculiar sight, a massive spiderweb, woven from the thickest, silkiest strands of silk he had ever seen. At its center, an enormous, jet-black spider awaited, its eyes gleaming like fiery coals in the darkness. Grog's obsession overcame his caution, and he approached the web with a twisted grin. He reached out to grab the colossal spider, thinking it would be the most exquisite meal of his life. But the spider, cunning and ancient, had other plans. With lightning speed, it ensnared Grog in its sticky trap, its venomous fangs piercing his flesh. Grog screamed in agony as the venom coursed through his veins, paralyzing him. He could only watch in horror as the spider, its many eyes reflecting his fear, began to wrap him in its silk, cocooning him for a future meal. His muffled cries for help echoed through the eerie forest, unheard by anyone. As the days turned into weeks, Grog's fellow tribesmen grew concerned about his disappearance. They ventured into the forest, searching for any trace of their strange companion. Eventually, they stumbled upon the enormous spider's lair, where Grog's cocooned form lay in the shadows. With great effort, they fought the massive spider and rescued Grog, cutting him free from the web. But Grog was forever changed. His skin had taken on a sickly pallor, and his once keen senses had dulled. The venom had left him a hollow, ghostly shell of his former self. From that day on, Grog's obsession with insects waned, replaced by a newfound fear of the forest and its creepy inhabitants. He never ventured into the darkness again, haunted by the memory of the malevolent spider and the terrifying ordeal that had befallen him. The tale of Grog, the caveman who ate insects, became a cautionary legend among his tribe. It served as a chilling reminder of the hidden horrors that lurked in the prehistoric world, where the line between fascination and terror was often thin and easily crossed.